Good morning. So today I'm starting off my Lent, and I'm starting it off with a really early morning, as I've been doing actually for the past, I don't know how long. But anyway, and I think I shared with you a while ago that I'm going to be doing this, the readings. I'm going to read a chapter on this every day through Lent. There are 35 chapters in this book. The first few are like literally one page. So when I get towards the end, it's going to be a little bit of a longer reading. But this is by Thomas A. Kempis. It's on the Passion of Christ. Thomas Kempis is the one who wrote The Imitation of Christ, which is one of my very favorite books. And I was just reading some of this, and it says, Thomas takes for granted that the reader has some familiarity with the Passion accounts as found in the four Gospels. That is, of course, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And he reviews episodes of Christ's Passion in 35 meditations and begins with a colloquy to Christ, followed by a reflection. It is in these reflections that one encounters echoes of the imitation, and they're referring back to the imitation of Christ. So this morning's chapter was on the sale of Jesus by the traitor Judas. And boy, I never really thought about this or looked at it this way, and I'm not going to read it, but basically I'm going to give you of course I read it and then I journaled it, and what I got out of it was that I hope that and I'm praying that I have the patience for humility, and because that was Jesus. He didn't, Oh, I know why, because I'm starting on the next page, and I'm like, why is it like half? So, praise and glory to Jesus for patient sufferance of disloyal disciples, because essentially that was it, right? With Judas, he patiently bore what Judas did to him. He didn't manifest anger towards him. He didn't speak harsh words towards him. He didn't make evil intentions, Judas's evil intentions known to others. And he didn't remove him from his office. And he didn't refuse him Holy Communion in the Eucharist, in the breaking of the bread on that Last Supper. That was Jesus. And that's obviously... I aspire to have that kind of meekness and that kind of patience and that kind of tolerance that he had. And so I really appreciated this one little page of this book this morning, because it reminded me that I am so far from many of those things, because I can get all in my head when something happens or somebody does something that I feel is a reflection on me, or is like, it's not good. It's not good. And those are the things that I want to change in myself, that I don't want to rush to a judgment or an assumption, that I want to have that kind of patience, that kind of tolerance, that kind of love, and that kind of meekness. And that's really, the meekness is the word, for me, the word of the day today. That's really what I got out of it. And at the end it says, ask Jesus to instill in me the virtue of his meekness in my heart in greater abundance. Without his grace, I can't enjoy peace of soul amid the daily trials. And in the books it says vexations of this life. But it's true. Without his grace, I can't do any of that. I can't do anything without his grace. And that reminded me of our Hearts Rosary Prayer. And so I'm going to that, and I haven't prayed it yet this morning, but I did, John and I will pray it together. Obviously, we have the Hearts Rosary, but we love the prayer. And I think that is going to be a daily devotion every day, to make sure that I don't miss that prayer. And I'm going to, when my beloved gets up, I'm going to invite him to join me. Maybe every night we'll do it. I do my rosary in the morning. Sometimes we'll do it at night, but I'm going to ask him to join me, because in that step 4 on the Our Father beads of the Hearts Rosary Prayer, on the Our Father beads, it's Jesus, meek and humble of heart, make my heart like your heart and have mercy on me. And so I think that's a good prayer for me to pray during Lent and afterwards. So I hope I can continue that devotion throughout, and maybe also do some holy reading, because I've stepped away from reading as much as I usually do. I have a catalog of books, and I don't read as often because of my eyes. I get a lot of things on Audible now, and I read them or I listen to them. So anyway, my friends, I pray that you have a blessed and a glorious day. I pray that whatever it is that you're doing and whatever it is that's happening in your life, in your day today, whether it's an opportunity for something wonderful or maybe a challenge or an obstacle that you need to work through and overcome. I pray that it's an opportunity to draw closer to Jesus. I pray that it's an opportunity to grow deeper in self-knowledge and self-understanding. And I pray that throughout it all, that you can find the joy in the journey, that you can tap into His grace, His peace. And I pray that before all for myself, and I pray it for you as well. God bless you. Love you. Have a great day.